It's not a walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly so you can see what it looks like. Okay, this is Stunt Car Racer. I'd say by Jeff Crammond. I can't read what that says there. Is this some conversion by someone else? Don't know. It's on the Commodore 64. Right, it is Stunt Car Racer on the Commodore 64, and I'm gobsmacked already. I played this on the Amiga. I love it on the Amiga. I have never played it on the Commodore 64. It is, come on, drop the thing. I am fairly stunned because the 64 isn't known for its 3D capabilities, and granted it is only like wireframe graphics here and not polygons, but nevertheless it's doing a pretty impressive approximation of the Amiga game that I'm familiar with and absolutely love. I mean, it's oh god, it's a bit come on, go faster. Not at the top. Oh my god, we're going to break our car. Oh. Yeah, it plays properly. It's playing a decent game. And that's impressive. I don't know if this is, like, did Jeff Crammond do this or is this converted by someone else? I don't know. Certainly Jeff Crammond did the Amiga version. Was it ever on the PC? I don't know. I kind of don't care. Quite often people ask me, you know, why don't you play this game on the PC or that game, like DOS games? I do not play DOS games. I have actually never used DOS in my life. I don't know how to use it. Because back when DOS was a thing, I was using the Amiga and PCs were not all that. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that is on the PC from that era that I'm completely unaware of, unfamiliar with, don't know if it exists or not, and I'll be honest, I don't care. It's just not, it's not part of the gaming scene that oh god, that I'm interested in. I wasn't interested back then, I'm not interested now. My god, I'm wrecking my car. See that cracked frame there? I'm not doing especially well. I mean, yeah, I'm keeping it on the track, but this car is beating me, and normally I would be able to win at this level at least, but I can't. I just can't catch this geezer. Granted, I'm not using the turbo all the time, and that's because I don't want to trash my car on the jumps, but yeah, I guess I'm not getting the balance right here. Oh crap. Oh, I thought I was going off the track then. We're still on. I'm not looking. I don't know how many laps there are left. Not a clue. Oh, we got past him, but are we staying on? Yeah, we are. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, I don't like heights. I am gobsmacked at how good this is on an 8-bit system. It is very, very impressive. I'd say it's only wireframe graphics, but it's not really, is it? That is polygons. I mean, it's got wireframe outlines and whatnot, but when you're going up a hill, you can see the track goes above the horizon and it is filled in. So I don't know, that's interesting. You see there, that's going above the horizon and it's still a filled in thing. I don't know, it's impressive. I won. Oh, I wondered if it was going to rotate in real time, but it doesn't. And this one is green. Well, that's a nicer colour than the last one, kind of shitty brown. Yeah, when you see it like that, you think, oh, it's just wireframe, but it's not. Come on, let me go. It is up to accelerate, but I think the Amiga one was as well, up to accelerate and then fire button to hit your turbos. Oh God. Go faster. Come on. This is like racing in my Fiat Panda. Oh crap, and we crashed. That is not like racing in my Fiat Panda. Okay, I am going to end it there because I could just go on for ages and you know. You get the gist. Stunt Car Racer on the Commodore 64. Very impressive. Given the hardware that it's running on, I am thoroughly impressed. Okay, thank you for watching. Hello. Right, today's question is from riteasrain, Hilly. Link to her channel down there. She does, there's gaming, there's art stuff, and 1 or 2 vlogs on there as well. Yeah, cool channel. I like Hilly. She's quite inspirational in some ways. Cool lady. Right, her question. I can't read her question. I'm wearing the wrong glasses. Duh. That's better. Now I can't see me, but I can see what Hilly has asked. For Q&A, could you somehow summarise your thoughts about modern gaming? What games you like, avoid, and what would convince you to buy the latest offering? I know this is a retro channel, but there might be some interest in why you go for the retro games rather than current ones, besides nostalgia. Although I know you enjoy Battlefield and GTA5, and even a spot of Skyrim. Thanks, Steve. Right. What do I go for? What puts me off? Blah. I'll tell you what I mean, some of you, many of you will know the kind of genres and franchises or whatever that I go for. Gran Turismo, absolutely. Gran Turismo Sport. Updating. This is a thing that I both love and loathe about modern gaming. I love that series of games that I've followed over many years are still going. Gran Turismo is still going. I bought every single one from the first one to this recent one. I wasn't going to buy this because it's largely an online game and bandwidth here is rubbish. So online gaming is just not happening. However, I was advised or informed by a viewer who, wait, I will tell you who it was. Kingston, LJ, was telling me it's improved with updates and whatnot, and it is worth playing offline. He's got it, he enjoys it, even though he doesn't play it online. So I thought, okay, and I've read that in a couple of places recently that updates have improved the offline play, so I'm taking a chance. You do have to have it online for it to record your game saves and your progress, which I find absolutely bloody bizarre. With it offline, completely offline, it will only let you play in arcade mode and doesn't save your progress, which is, excuse me, I'm going to use the F-bomb, it's fucking stupid. And it is this kind of nonsense that puts me off modern gaming. There's no need for it. It could be saved locally and then update online when you next go online if you choose to. To not allow that is idiotic and stupid and needlessly restrictive, and I don't know what they're playing at. And this is the kind of bollocks that puts me off modern gaming. Just plain stupidity. They want to control how you do things.
they will restrict your ability to play the game to its full potential in an offline mode. They don't want you to do that. They want whatever it is they want that requires you to be online in a lot of ways. And updates, massive updates. This it won't let me do anything online until I update, and it's 30 gigabytes. What the fuck? Excuse me, but really, yeah, it's stupid, and I hate all that. And that is a massive part of why I play retro a lot. It is getting worse. PS4 is worse for it than PS3. PS3 is worse for it than PS2. It wasn't a factor. PS2, to my mind, is the last time gaming was pure. You bought your game and that was it. What you bought was what you played, and there was no messing about, no updates. They had to get it right first time, and if they didn't, well, no one bought it. And ever since gaming has been like online enabled, everything has just, the companies release unfinished products and then stuff that shouldn't even be past beta, and they sell it and then use the people who've paid good money for it as beta testers. That's all wrong, and they restrict what you can do, as I've said. All of that bollocks, hate it. But what do I like in modern gaming? What kind of games do I like? I do like online gaming. I'm kind of sad that I can't really do it here. The bandwidth is so poor. I can... PS3 games. It's funny actually, I can play some PS3 games online. Battlefield 4 on the PS3 I can do. Battlefield 4 on the PS4 I couldn't do. Don't know why, but it just like laughed and said no chance mate and spat me off. That sounds wrong. Yeah, it might just be actually that the PS4 doesn't have such a good connection to the Wi-Fi. More likely, I don't know, more players or whatever, needing more bandwidth. You know, I don't know, but anyway. Yeah, I like online shooters, but here's the thing: I like Battlefield as a first-person shooter, multiplayer online thing. I don't like Call of Duty, because I like the big maps. I like the more, to my mind, more realistic way of playing. It's not run around, shoot, in circles in a small play area. Claustrophobic, run, die up. Don't like that. I want a big play area where I can find somewhere strategic or tactical or whatever and get some kind of advantage from the scenery and the terrain, and I like to camp. You know, Call of Duty, camping, it's a sin, it's a crime, it's like you should be hung, drawn and quartered for camping. Well, bollocks. In a Battlefield scenario, whatever you want to call it, camping is what you do. You find cover. You don't want them to shoot at you, so you don't let them see you. And they come towards you and then you blow their head off. That's what you do in war if you've got any sense about you. You go running around in the open, you die. Stupid. So all of this no camping bollocks. Nah. Which is why I like Battlefield, because camping in Battlefield is perfectly acceptable. But if I'm not doing online shooting and stuff like that, driving games, absolutely love them, Gran Turismo, but I was kind of surprised to a degree recently. As you know, I love Gran Turismo, and I like Drive Club. I think that's fun. It's not as good as Gran Turismo because it's not Gran Turismo, but I like it. It's fun, and that's been like my go-to driving game on the PS4 since I got it. I think it was one of the first games I bought. But I recently downloaded, because it was cheap, Project Cars, because simulator, cool graphics. I thought, well, it's not Gran Turismo, but it's got to be good, right? God, no, not good. technically absolutely fantastic. The level of simulation, the physics and the graphics and all of that, fantastic, amazing, mind-bogglingly good. The way the game plays, oh my god, it is so tedious. Practice, qualify, race. I mean, 10 minutes practicing before you get through. I mean, just on default settings, 10 minutes practicing. It's like 8, 9, 10, probably about 8 laps or something like that of a given circuit. And then qualifying, similar, and then 2-lap race. Obviously, you can tinker with all of that, but as defaults, I don't want to spend like 3 times as much time or 4 times as much time qualifying and practicing than I do in the race. That was just... But there was something else about it. It's just dry. It is so dry. It's like... How to describe it? You want to watch the Battle of the Bulge action movie, and you put on what you think is going to be that, and you find it's the World at War, which is a fantastic documentary series, but you want an action movie, and the World at War is not that. That is Drive Club, not Drive Club, Project Cars. It is so dry. I found I played it for an afternoon and was like, yeah, great physics and whatnot, but in the end I turned it off, and I'm not going to play it again because it's not fun. Yeah, you get good at a circuit, you have to, you've got to practice it, you find your way around, you know what gear to do, at what corner, and when to brake, and where to overtake, and all of these things that you would have to do in the real world if you were a real racing driver. Great, but it's not fun. So, yes, not all driving games, however technically impressive they are made equal in terms of being good games. That ain't a good game in my book. So yeah, that's driving games. Other modern stuff, what do I like? You know, I like Grand Theft Auto. I like Skyrim. There's the thing. There aren't other games that I really want to play at the moment. I can't think of one. I don't even bother to go into game shops really, because there are lots of games, like cheap games, you can get them second hand. CEX I bought this Gran Turismo from, and I'm like, well, I don't know what any of these are, and I don't care. I like open world stuff where you can follow the story if you want to, and you can ignore it and twat about if you like. But it's like when you've done Grand Theft Auto, anything else is, well, why would you? Because you know it's been done better. And now it's like, yeah, I think I would just find myself playing it and thinking, well, it's alright, but it's no Grand Theft Auto. Like Project Cars and even Drive Club are like, yeah, that's alright, but it's not Gran Turismo. I guess I just like the definitive of a given thing, and anything else ain't good enough. So what else do I'm waiting for another Half-Life. It's like, actually, I don't like Half-Life 1, the first one. I never got beyond an hour into the game and always given up because it just didn't do it for me. But Half-Life 2, absolutely loved it. Something about that game, the storyline, I think, and the world. I like games with a convincing world, and that one, it is convincing. I mean, utterly dystopian, and you know, I kind of think we're heading... take away the aliens, and we're not far from that world at the moment, and I find it fascinating to go into that and think, yeah, this all feels kind of familiar. God knows that town that you start off in, with all the people hiding in the buildings and stuff, it's not far off Workshop, I'm telling you. It's just bad. Yeah. What else? That's really all I can say about modern stuff. I want a believable world that I can relate to, and I want the best of that genre. And once I've played what I think is the best, I'm stuck, really. I don't know what else to look for. There are whole genres that I don't give a damn about. I don't care. I mean, Skyrim is an RPG, but it's something else as well. It's such an open world that you can just prat about with it if you want to. Your real JRPGs not interested. Most RPGs not interested. Turn-based of any kind RPG not interested. Strategy games not interested. Not since like Command and Conquer Red Alert have I cared about a strategy game. Used to love that. Yeah, I am really quite lost in terms of modern games these days. I like to be blown away by the best, but a lot of the time I don't know what the best is, and if I'm not remotely familiar with it, I mean, it's a bit of a self-defeating thing, really. If I don't know what it is, I won't try it, but if I haven't tried it, how would I know what it is? And so I probably miss a lot. And while I'm sure there will be people who will give recommendations and say, you should try this, well, you know what I'm like about should. Yeah, and taste being what it is. My taste in modern games is very limited, so chances are what you like, I probably not only won't like, I just won't give a damn. And, you know, give me Atari Star Wars. That's all I can say. I don't know, I've become quite limited in what I want to play these days. It's funny, while I was in CEX picking up this Gran Turismo, I was also looking at the PS4 version of Shadow of the Colossus and thinking, could buy that, maybe. I like that. On the PS2, a lot of the stuff that I find interesting is like its re-releases from older systems. Shenmue, I'm unsure about whether I want Shenmue. I've got it on the Dreamcast. And I was watching, I think it was Pat the NES Punk. He did a video recently and he was gutted because he loves the game, but he, coming back to it, actually finds that the pacing of it, given everything we've got used... Focus on me, you bastard! I'm here. Focus. What is this thing doing? There. He was saying that modern gaming being what it is, we've become spoiled and we're used to stuff with a really fast pace. And when he came to play Shenmue again after years, it bored him. And I can see how that would be. I mean, I only played it as a retro game a few years ago, having played Grand Theft Auto. And that's the thing, Grand Theft Auto kind of killed Shenmue. I think I would probably have a similar experience and probably get bored. I mean, atmosphere and everything beautiful, but pacing slow. Don't think I would get my money's worth. Don't know. That might just be sacrilege or something. Yeah. Okay, think that's all I've got to say on the subject. So I'm going to shut up now because I could just waffle on endlessly and, well, then this will just take forever to upload. So I'll shut up now. Thank you for watching.
Ah, there you are. Have you finished polishing the silverware like I asked you? Yes? Splendid. Here's 50 pence. Now, go and click the subscribe button like a good peasant.